Janette here and I'm from Kay's Flower School. Today I want to show you how to make some flowers bows using this cheap flowers ribbon that's available from most flower shops. In this video I want to show you how to make some small bows that can be inserted into flower arrangements or even into small little pot plants just to add a little bit of colour. For example, maybe you're making a baby arrangement and it's for a little girl, so you could add some little pink bows just to bring out the pink in your arrangement. To make these bows, you will need some florist ribbon. This is just a cheap florist ribbon that you can buy in any flower shop. You need a sharp scissors and you need some florist wire. The wire we're using today is a 22 gauge and this will be classed as a light wire. Measurement wise, again I'm going to use an arm stretch, so from one shoulder to the length of my arm. You could make this bow longer or shorter depending on where you're going to use it. The ribbon can be torn into any width, so if you want a wide bow, just tear it in half, or if you want a narrow bow, tear it in quarters. Or I'm just going to tear it into 3, so you can see the detail in this bow. I have 3 pieces, I can make 3 bows out of it. Starting at the edge of the ribbon, I'm going to make one little loop. The loops can be made in different sizes, so depending on the arrangement you're going to insert it in. Again, I'm going to make it a little bit larger so you can see the detail. With the long strip facing away from me, I'm going to fold it over to the side. So when I make a second loop, I get this V shape. For the bow to turn out, you need to get that V shape. The third loop is going to come up into the centre. So I'm going to fold the ribbon up and then bring it back down again. So now you have 3 loops and they're all going in different directions. The little tail piece that's hanging down, if you could fold that up as well. So now you have all your ends and they'll be slightly uneven because of where you folded the ribbon. Using the tops of your fingers, gather in the ribbon. So I'm just making tiny little pleats. You can just see the way I've just gathered that in. I'm right-handed, so I'm now going to put the bow into my left hand with my hand gripping the ribbon from on top. With my right hand, I'm going to use one of the wires. At the top of this wire, I'm going to make a small little bend. We call this a one-legged mount. This little fold of wire is now going to be rested on top of the ribbon, but it's not going to be hooked around it. I'm just going to slide it in just under my fingernail of my thumb. The straight piece of ribbon, I'm going to hold that with my right hand approximately halfway down. And then with my right hand, I'm going to roll or twist the wire around and around and around. When you're only starting, you may need to stretch it or go around a little bit extra. I'm now going to just straighten the ribbon, straighten the wire, sorry. Hold your bow up and grip it at the end, and using your opposite fingers and thumbs, you can then stretch out your 3 little loops. So when they're inserted into the flower arrangement, they will spread out. The little tail piece that's left over, if you like, you can curl this. So again, as in previous videos, open your scissors really wide and then just stretch the ribbon. The harder you pull, the curlier the ribbon goes. And again, if you like to tear them that little bit thinner. Before inserting into a flower arrangement, you can always cut the wire that little bit shorter. And I find for it to grip through the oasis, it's always better to make a second little hook just at the bottom. Thank you for watching and watch out for our other free tutorials on our